Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Top of the morning to you, everyone. Welcome, and welcome again. Today is the 26th day, yes, the 26th day in the month of June 2025. And of course, this is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. My name is Jude, Ikami Jude, and I'm here because you are there. This morning I'll be giving you several headlines from several newspapers. As usual, I'm saying this in case it's your first time joining us, I'll be giving you several headlines from several newspapers in Nigeria. And of course, when I'm done, I'll have Rufai Oseni, analyze some of these headlines. And then Barrister Darlington will also be joining us this morning on the show. Yes, and together we will make it a robust conversation just this morning. All I ask you to do is just join me on YouTube. YouTube is streaming. You can watch us live. Just go there and check up VOP 90.3 FM. Again, VOP 90.3 FM on YouTube. And then to the comment section, of course, do drop your comment and your observation, your query alongside anyone, okay? And then don't forget our WhatsApp number is open. WhatsApp portal is open for all of your messages this morning, okay? But make sure you send messages that are civil, that are readable, and make it brief, okay? Thank you so much. My name is Jude. Let's take a ride quickly. Right, let's roll now. Before me is Punch newspaper now. Punch newspaper is before me, and I'll take my first stories from here. Tinubu to sign tax reform bills on Thursday. That's today. Tinubu to sign tax reform bills just today, Thursday. And then 2027 VP, I'll do whatever Tinubu wants, says Barau. I'll do whatever Tinubu wants, says Barau as regards 2027 VP. And Tinubu to sign tax reform bills today. Tinubu was frontline June 12 hero. Abiola's son, replies Lamido. Give rest of 94 eagles their houses, Munike tells federal government. Give the rest of 94 eagles their houses, Amunike tells federal government. Olympic Day sparks nationwide witness fever. And then moving on to neck crisis, Makinde bloc revolts as INEC verdict tears PDP apart. Makinde bloc revolts as INEC verdict tears PDP apart. And then Saudi Arabia Sultan confirm new Islamic calendar year begins today. Just today. INEC flags clashing names, irregularities in 110 party registration requests. NURPC demands $5,000 other conditions for oil license extension. After 31 years, federal government hands over houses to 1994 Super Eagles heroes. And that's why Amunike is saying that the federal government should also give them, the rest, their own houses. Yes. MultiChoice cuts DSTV decoder price by 50% to attract subscribers. Did you hear that? MultiChoice cuts DSTV decoder price by 50% to attract subscribers. And then to some more headlines now. Tinubu to sign tax reform bills today. 2027 coalition promoters are political IDPs, says Tinubu. It says, okay, let's look at that again, everyone. 2027 promoters are political IDPs, says President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Moving on to some of the headlines, everyone. Neck crisis, Makinde bloc revolts as INEC verdict tears PDP apart. Isoko youths seek Tinubu's action on ward delineation. Tinubu dismisses opposition coalition, says they are political IDPs. Political IDPs. Okay. Landmark tax reform bills into law is just coming in. Malami interested in obedient movement. Yunus Atanko is the one speaking. Malami is interested in obedient movement. And then Tinubu to sign 4 landmark tax reform bills into law. Some of the headlines this time we'll visit Vanguard newspaper. Vanguard is next. 20 soldiers, scores of bandits die in Niger clash. And then PDP crisis deepens as National Working Committee members counter Damagum, visits Anyang not reinstated. Insist Anyang rather not reinstated. I take that again. PDP crisis deepens as National Working Committee members counter Damagum, insist Anyang not reinstated. 2 ADA emerge in INEC's list of 110 party registration bids. 2 ADA. Okay. I love this battle. CBN to diversify Nigeria's reserve base, says Cardoso. On electricity, Nigeria records largest number without access, says World Bank. On demolition, LASBCA distances self as someone lose aid, urge Obi to report case to police. Okay, let's go now. Naira rises to 1,590 naira per dollar in the parallel market. 20 soldiers, scores of bandits die in Niger clash. 2 ADA emerge in INEC's list of 110 party registration bids. 2027, I'll say thank you, sire, and accept if Tinubu offers me VP slot. Okay. Labour Party reps caucus decries demolition of Peter Obi's family property. PDP crisis deepens as National Working Committee members counter Damagum, insists Anyang not reinstated. And then, prosecution of June 12 culprits is something you might just want to read, though. Is something beautiful you might just want to get, to read. It's Voice of the People 90.3 FM, everyone. I would still love to give you some more stories. Yeah, 2027, I will say thank you, sire, and accept if Tinubu offers me VP slot. With what's going on, I may leave PDP soon. Suswam is the one speaking. When someone is saying I may, is ready. PDP National Working Committee waking up too late. Wiki ally is the one speaking. Yeah. And then stop cutting ribbons. Nigeria is at war. Peter Obi tells Tinubu. That's on insecurity. Stop cutting ribbons. Nigeria is at war. Face it. Demolition. LASBCA distances self as Sanwo-Olu's aide urges Obi to report case to police. Ex-NNPCL CFO denies arrest in $7.2 billion fraud probe. Okay, let me take up some stories for you. But this time, it's going to be Daily Trust. 7:13 a.m. is the time, everyone. North needs strong voices to defend its interests, says IBB. The North needs strong voices to defend its interest, says Ibrahim Babangida. Party registration, ADA, obedience, 108 others. Applications under review, says INEC. Soldiers, bandits in bloody clash in Niger. And then, court, 17 sets Australian record at Golden Spike. Egypt strikes first gold as Nigerian rising stars shine at fencing tourney. The VP debate, premature politics, perilous distractions, is a beautiful piece you might just want to read. Of course, Daily Trust has a story. The VP debate, premature politics, perilous distractions. Okay, let me save you some more now. Some more. Soldiers, bandits in bloody clash in Niger. Let's see that now. Federal government postpones recruitment into immigration, civil defense, and others. How kidnapper was arrested after Abuja victim identified him in broad daylight. PDP crisis worsens as 11 National Working Committee members reject Anyanwu. And then finally here on 2027, I won't support Tinubu if he drops Shetima. Sheikh Jinga is the one speaking here. I won't support Tinubu if he drops Shetima. This is Front Page Review on Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. 7:15 a.m. is the time. My name is Jude. Mixed reactions as Kwara government intensifies urban renewal project. And then on coalition, confusion persists over Atiku's involvement and adoption of ADA. Confusion persists over Atiku's involvement and adoption of ADA. Nigeria is at war. Peter Obi tells Tinubu. Confusion in PDP as National Working Committee Kantas Damagum rejects Anyawu's reinstatement. Uproar as Senate okays non-indigen as Rivers Electoral Commission chairman. Okay, to some other stories. Student killing. Niger government orders immediate closure of IBBU. Nigerian government gives update on payment of contractors. Governor Hope Uzodinma presents 18 months scorecard before Imo Assembly. Lapai Emirate schedules curfew hours. Nigeria is at war. Peter Obi tells Tinubu. And then, to Benue State, Governor Alia finally reconciles with Akume. PDP tackles Edo Assembly Governor Kwewolo over 100 billion naira loan. I will actualize all my campaign promises, says Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I will actualize all my campaign promises. Bola Tinubu is speaking this morning. Be worried about growing coalition. Former Benue Governor Suswam warns APC. Be worried. Damagum is PDP's problem. Ex-Benue Governor Suswam. And then Suswam confirms he will leave PDP. Okay, let me give you just one more here before I move over to the next newspaper. Members of coalition are tired people. This is according to Omoyele Showore. He said they are all tired people, very tired people. Okay, I think at this point I want to leave it here. Let me quickly join Rufai Oseni now and get his own analysis, of some of these headlines. Okay, are we good, everyone? Like I said, please feel free to join the conversation via all of our social media platforms. Feel very, very free. Okay?
In charge as regards secretary of the party. This evening, things have changed. In fact, this afternoon, the story was reporting that that part was saying that they were going to go ahead and they were going to, after meeting with INEC and the likes. And this evening, the fresh internal crisis rocking the PDP has taken a fresh week as 11 out of the 19 members of National Working Committee have rejected the return of Anyanwu as National Secretary. So, in a joint statement, the 11 members also insisted that the party's National Executive Committee meeting scheduled for Monday 13 June will hold as planned. They dismissed claims, by the acting national chairman Umar Damagua that Anyanwu had been asked to resume duties. Furthermore, the claim by Ambassador Damagu that Senator Anyanwu had been asked to resume duties as National Secretary of the party is therefore misleading. So, the rejection comes hours just after Damagun was flanked by some leaders, including Bauchi Governor, PDP Forum's Governor Bala Mohammed, and former Senate President Bukola Saraki told reporters after a visit to INEC that Anyanwu had been reinstated. But these 11 people, National Working Committee, pushed back. The pronouncement by the acting national chairman have no foundation. No organ of the party, including NWC, has the power to cancel, overrule, or veto the NEC constitution. Those who signed the statement include Taufik Arapaja, Setonji Kodesho, Ahmed Yari Mohammed, Okechukwu Daniel, Debo Ologwagba, Ukegogo Daniel, Ali Odefa, Senator Bello Guazo, Ajishafe Toyesi. So it just shows that the PDP's level of disarray is just unbelievable. What will become of the party as we speak, we don't know. What will become of this new dramatic installment in the challenge of the PDP? Only time will tell. So I don't know. For those that think they can save the PDP, I think that party is gone. President Tinubu will be signing into law, 4 tax bills. The Nigerian tax bill, Nigerian tax administration bill, Nigerian revenue established bill, and the joint revenue board. They were passed by the National Assembly after months of consultation. And when the tax law become operational, they expected to transform tax administration, leading to increased general revenue generation and the likes. There's been a lot of talk about this tax bill, but like I said, yes, there's been some iterations, but the taste of the pudding is in the eating. Is when we start to look at this bill in practical terms and we start to practicalize the things in the bill, then we'll be able to have, suggestions and thoughts as regards it. But like I say, every bill is a living document, and from time to time we'll be able to ask questions and iterate new ideas as regards the bill. As regards the running mate controversy, I'm waiting on Tinubu for next move. That's what the Deputy Senate President is saying. Let's see how all of this pans out, because these are also interesting times for the APC. The APC has been split down the middle because of this controversy as regards running mate and President Tinubu picking another running mate apart from the running mate in the last election, Kashim Shettima. So let's see how all of this happens. This is another very sad one for Nigeria. After 31 years, federal government is handing over houses to Super Eagles footballer and squads that won the African Cup of Nations in Tunisia. There was a brief presenting ceremony to Evan Ekoku, for instance, that presented a letter of allocation in Abuja. And when you look at it, why does it take this long to be able to move ahead with these things? Why does it take this long to be able to grant a government why does it take this long to be able to grant a government gift to people? It's just a very sad one how it happens in this country, and the level of accountability is a sad one. So what if these people had died? What if these people had died? Which is another sad indication of how we don't do things well. Umar Jia has denied report that he was arrested by the EFCC. In a statement personally signed and released to journalists, Issa clarified that he was never detained by any anti-graft agency. He voluntarily submitted himself for questioning and thereafter he went home. To see in the media stories of his arrest over fraud is unfortunate. The allegations began circulating on Monday linked Issa to various suspicious transactions, but the former CFO dismissed the claims as unfounded and aimed at damaging his reputation. Ajia had always said that he's got nothing to hide all this while, and in fact, he had gone ahead to submit himself for questioning and he's gone back home. So this narrative that a lot of people have now concocted against him, it's another very sad one. And that's why he has come out to say that, hey, I have submitted myself. Let's see how this investigation is going to pan out by the authorities, the EFCC. We must really get to the root bottom of what really happened in NNPC and those refineries. Why are they not working optimally and all of that? As regards your water, many NGOs, EU, UNICEF are launching a 13 million euros protection project in Benue. And this project is going to be one as a bold step to bring about social protection systems in Nigeria. And the 13 million EU funded project will implement by UNICEF and ILO in 4 states, including Benue, Abia, Oyo, and Sokoto, and at the federal level. So let's see how this social protection project will be able to help people. And the Senate has approved 1.1 trillion, for the customs and there are concerns over spending and revenue projections. So the Senate approving 1.1 trillion 2025 budget for customs after a heated debate. They queried the agency's rising expenditure profile and revenue projections. And the question is, these revenue projections that are going about these customs and government agencies, hope the commensurate revenue is also coming in. I mean, that's a big question we should ask. Tinubu Islamic Coalition planners, he said they are political IDPs. The truth is, nobody did call President Tinubu a political IDP when they were also planning a coalition against the PDP then. I don't think it's fair to be able to call them political IDPs. They have a right, just like also you have a right, when you were running around for your emergence then. So I don't think it's a fair word to call them political IDPs. Let's just see how the political terrain pans out. People have a right to be able to oppose the government, and these are things we should constantly point out. There's been another breakback as regards the PDP situation. Wiki has criticized former Umar Damagug for directing Samuel Yanwu to resume as the party's national secretary. Speaking at the inauguration of Interchange, Wiki said Yanwu is not an appointee of Damagug, that the acting national chairman cannot direct him to resume duties. Earlier, while speaking at a press conference, Damagug said Yanwu will resume as national secretary, noting that the resolution to recognize him was a difficult one. But during this press conference, Damagug was flanked by Bala Mohammed and the likes. Members of the PDP National Working Committee and several governors held a meeting with INEC over the party's crisis. So there's just been crisis back and forth. And what Wiki is saying is that Anyanwu had been working in the capacity as the national secretary of the party, and there's no need asking him to be able to resume again. It's just been one crisis or the other, in the PDP. And when you look at it, it speaks volumes of our politics and our political process in the country. The fact that people do not make, adherence to the set laws and the set objectives of a particular political party. The fact that a lot of problems are being caused in the political party and the political party cannot thrive. So it's just a multifaceted problem with the PDP as we speak. On the international scene, Trump and Hegseth admit doubts about the level of damage to Iranian nuclear sites. So now I think they're probably admitting doubt. They've admitted some doubts. Pete Hegseth and Trump have admitted some doubts around the scale inflicted on the Iranian nuclear bombing after a leaked Pentagon assessment said the Iranian program has set Iran back only a few months. Intelligence was inconclusive. Trump wrote to journalists at NATO in The Hague, introducing an element of uncertainty for the first time in several days. Because for the past 1 week, Trump has been insisting that, the strike was successful. But it wasn't successful. It was a failure. I mean, and we saw what happened. The centrifuges were not attacked. The president then appeared to revert to his claim that it was very severe. It was an obliteration later in the day. So he too has been back and forth. And that's why he's been abusing the likes of CNN and other top, media houses that did call things out. In fact, Trump's claim became more far-reaching, even rejecting reports from the nuclear watchdog IAEA that Iran's 400 kilogram stock of 60% uranium could no longer be accounted for and appeared to have been moved earlier in the week. And J.D. Vance had appeared to admit that U.S. did not know where the highly enriched uranium was. And he said it would be subject of discussion with the Iranians. So it just shows that the attempts to use their bunker busting bomb didn't bunker bust anything. It didn't get the intelligence right. They just detonated bombs around there. The centrifuges were already moved out. The centrifuges is like the cylinder in the compartment where you are enriching the yellow oxide of uranium that you already have, by separating the isotopes in there. So they've just deceived themselves. CNN had leaked a report on Tuesday night, initial assessment, which tentatively concluded that deeply buried Fordosa and the underground facilities at Nantas had not been destroyed. Key components of the nuclear program, including centrifuges, were capable of being restarted within months. It just goes to show what we've always said about Trump. It misses the big picture. It creates a lot of problem, a lot of bluster, a lot of noise, and it doesn't get anything done. Trump hails as big wins as NATO states agreed to raise defense spending. So NATO will be talking about raising this defense spending to 5% of GDP. Let's see how it pans out. Trump is claiming a big win. There was every sign of careful step up during the summit, and the truth has to be said. As regards the issue of raising 5%, it's not every part that have agreed to it. It's not every member. Though the headline commitment for NATO is to commit 5% of GDP by 2035, which consists of 3.5% core military spending, and infrastructure, intelligence, cybersecurity, and other spending that allies can match, which means real increase for about 30 billion for the UK. But other countries too have been looking and saying they might not be able to afford that capacity and that level. And we must be careful. So because when Trump says something that, we have done it, look at it very well. And for people like Mark Roots that are offering psychopathic praise of Trump in his presence, saying that the dad has to use strong language sometimes in reference to Trump's foul-mouthed outburst, using the F word on air. I think people like Mark Rutte should always know that psychopathy will not work with people like that. You must be able to set it straight at all times, and that's only the best way to go for the benefit of everybody. That's about it.
Thank you so much, Rufai. Thank you indeed. Appreciate you. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. And like I said, this time around, we'll go join Barrister Darlington Agumo. Let's get some more analysis on what's going on in Nigeria. I think these political IDP stuff or statement is so interesting to some persons, all right? And that's where I want to begin this conversation this morning. Barrister Darlington, good morning to you. Are you there, Barrister? Good morning to you.
Good morning, Kamichide.
Top of the morning to you. Welcome.
You are good.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has lashed out at those behind the proposed political coalition aimed at stopping his re-election bid in 2027. Tinubu described them as political, internally displaced persons. Barrister Darlington Agumo. Political, internally displaced persons. Are those words not too harsh, not too strong? What do you think?
He is used to such words, so I'm not surprised. Overconfidence has always been the bane of people like him. When Gaddafi was about to go down, he was calling his attackers cockroaches and mosquitoes. At the end of the day, it was those cockroaches and mosquitoes that brought him down. So he's trying to boost his own ego with those statements. There's another word in Yoruba land, another proverb. He says that evil man knows himself. He's just waiting for somebody to remind him and tell him. He will not turn around and say that you are insulting him. Continue beat his chest and say that he's doing very well. He knows he has failed. He knows he's not doing well. So all this posting has no meaning to me. At least there is a coalition. Whether he calls them dead on arrival or whatever, it doesn't matter. But he's not going to have it easy in 2027.
What is the president saying? Is it that these guys cannot, cannot amount to anything? They are not enough to even give him sleepless night or whatever. What's the meaning of that?
When you are in an internally displaced position, what can you do? You are just in the wilderness on your own. That's the meaning. So he believes that these people, they don't have any power, they don't have any force. That is his own belief. And he did not reckon with Nigerian people. Because this coalition is going to drag Nigerian people to their side. He has forgotten. So, you mean all Nigerians are in IDP? Because they are the ones who are going to do the voting against him. So I don't know what is giving him this boastful mouth and all that. I don't know.
The president believes that all of these people coming together, Atiku Abubakar, Nasir El-Rufai, and a couple of other persons, according to him, is an early and misguided political move. According to him, it's too early and a misguided political move.
Are you serious? So who fired the first shot? No, who fired the first shot in campaign and all that? Was it not Tinubu and APC? Are you serious? Oh, it's too early, Abi. Okay, they should wait until 2027. You can see. When did they start the establishment and the formation of APC? Was it not in 2013? He should have waited until 2015 to form APC. Well, please leave that man. He's trying to convince himself.
Trying to convince himself, you said. Okay. I also want to mention as regards the VP issue. The deputy president of the Senate, Barau Jibrin, has declared that he will willfully support the president Bola Ahmed Tinubu's decisions regarding the 2027 general election, including any move to pick him as a running mate. He said he will quickly say, yes, sir, I accept it. I'm available. Thank you, sir, for giving this to me. How would you look at it? Some people say it's too early for all of this. It's too early.
No, sacrificing. Sacrificing has an extreme level. And that's what you are looking at. You can imagine begging for VP slot. That is begging. I don't even know what Sheyi Tinubu is doing. Why can't he apply to be his father's VP? He should have done that now, so that the family will be complete. He's not the only one, though. In days to come, all psychophants will be begging him for the same position. And that is to tell you that the biggest business in Nigeria today is what? Politics. Politics. This kind of person, is he going there to add value or to go and be errand boy to Tinubu? From what you have said now, I will do whatever Tinubu tells me to do, and that is the VP. It can't be today. We are in trouble. We are in trouble.
It says, whatever the president asks me to do, I'll do it 100%. He said he's my political father. If he calls on me to work with him, I will simply say, thank you, sir. Yes, sir. I will do it. But
no, he's not only political father, he's your political god. You see, when you hear things like this, you now know that we are not in a democracy. We are not doing politics here. I'm telling you. People are just looking for opportunity to grab their own share of the national cake. Look at what a man is saying. Whatever he tells me to do, just like the National Assembly, Akpabio and Co. You can imagine. Nobody is thinking of adding value. He didn't tell us what he's bringing to the table. Oh.
Okay.
He just say whatever they tell him to do.
Barry says, why are you laughing that way?
In fact, the thing shocked me. It shocked me. A whole VP begging for a position, that whatever they ask him to do, this kind of person, even if you mean a man that is begging for this position, and making this type of statement, is he going there to add value or to destroy the democracy we are talking about the more? Can you just imagine? Can you just imagine a man talking like this? The same thing as Abio said. And look at where we are today. It's unfortunate.
Okay. Just recently, the president said, he's assuring the government and the people of Nasarawa State that, and Nigerians in general, that his administration is committed to fulfilling all the promises made under the Renewed Hope agenda. The president also pledged continued support for Nasarawa State in developmental projects, particularly in the solid minerals and agricultural sector. What caught my attention and the attentions of Nigeria is he said he will actualize all his campaign promises. But some person tell me, don't you think it's rather too late, or does he still have the time to do all of that before 2027 election?
The campaign have started. All this statement is to disarm you. Have you forgotten that Buhari made the same statement? That before he leaves office, he will pull 100 million Nigerians out of poverty. Even a month to his departure, he was making these promises, and I was laughing. I said, look at that. Look at that. Where will he start? Is it insecurity alone or the economy? Where will he start to fulfill these promises? He don't want to make people feel good that he's talking. Yeah, they call it political promises.
Are you saying it is too late?
In fact, he has not even started, not to talk of late. Is it not when you start something, you say, okay, I will get to this point at this time? When you have not even started, so what are you promising anybody? 2 years, going to 3 years down the line. You are still telling us, what have you actually done? What has Tinubu actually done in 2 years? Can you please tell me? Maybe I'm not in Nigeria. Mention one particular thing that Tinubu has done that you can go to bank with in 2 years. Just one. So, if you have not done anything in 2 years, is it the remaining 2 years that he's going to perform wonder? How will he do it? When our money is now a mortgage. The only money they have now is for politics. So which money will he use to do whatever he's planning to do?
And then the son of the late Chief MK Abiola, Jamiu Abiola, has actually faulted former Jigawa State Governor Sule Lamido's claim that President Tinubu's role in the June 12, 1993 election crisis, was what he's just trying to say, in essence, here is that Tinubu was frontline, June 12 hero. Abiola's son is actually telling Lamido that no, you're wrong. Tinubu was frontline June 12 hero. Barrister Darlington, help us understand that.
You see, these are all part of what we are talking about. I wish Abiola were to wake up today. He would disown that his boy or that his son. Because I'm sure he didn't know what happened. He didn't know what happened. Is it Kola? Kola is Kola is the first son. So if anybody should say anything, it should be Kola. Even though Kola equally betrayed the cause. Because while the family was trying to figure out how to address June 12, IBB gave him a contract, which he accepted and all that. So I'm not surprised. Jami is working with Tinubu. So what do you expect him to say? Instead of him to keep quiet, so that he will not anger his father who is in the grave. What does he know? Okay, let Tinubu now recognize his father as the president now.
But this is MKO's son speaking. His own son speaking.
And that's what I'm telling you. He's working with Tinubu now.
Why would you say he's working with Tinubu? He's only coming out to clarify things, as it were.
Who is he? Who is he? How old was he as at that time? How old was he as at that time to know exactly what happened? Does he know better than Nadeko in the US, where Tinubu was deceiving everybody that he was with them? You mean all these people, all these actors that came out to review what happened, Jami know more than them, Abi? No, was Jami among the Nadeko people that time? What role did he even play? What role? Please.
Lamido, okay, maybe I should even ask you, if you feel Jamiu is not right, then maybe you should tell us Tinubu's role in June 12th.
It can't be 2 days. When somebody told you that they have been planning to be president for 30 years, what do you think he meant? June 12, was it not part of the 30 years? Was it not part of the 30 years? What are you telling me? It can't be 2 days. Who were the people that told Abiola, don't accept the conditional bail that Abacha wants to give you? A son cannot be a slave in his father's house. Don't agree. And Abiola unwittingly went to declare himself a president at Eketedo. Meanwhile, all the Nadeko chieftains who were supposed to be with that day, they were taking the Nadeko route out of Nigeria. None of them were here. They ran away and left him here. Can you just imagine that if he died, Nigeria will bomb, that will make Nigeria this and that? Abiola believed them. And took that risk. No single army was behind him while he was doing that. No single police. And they sent him to go and die. Immediately it happened. The same people went to Abacha.
Okay.
Begging him not to hand over to Abiola, this and that. They were, almost Sapa said it during the Puta panel, that if he should reveal those who begged Abacha not to hand over to Abiola from the southwest, that Nigeria will burn. That he has all the tape of what happened. Is it true or false? What does Jamiu know? Let him just keep quiet. Let Tinubu recognize Abiola as the president. Since the IBB have confirmed it that he won the June 12th election, let Tinubu confirm him now to know how much he love Abiola. Let Jamiu, I'm waiting for you and the Tinubu. Let Abiola be confirmed as a president. To know whether Tinubu loves him.
Barrister Darlington Agumo, let's talk about the coalition and, of course, the PDP. Just recently or yesterday, Omoyele Sowore said something really, really vital. For some persons, it doesn't make sense, though. He said that the people fronting the anti-Tinubu re-election campaign are tired individuals. That was what he said.
Are you serious?
He sees the coalition, as complicit in placing the country in its current state. That's what he said.
I've always told you that Sowore is working for Tinubu. That is why he makes some of the statements he makes. If they are tired, and he is not tired, why can't he then take up the responsibility? Let him form his own coalition, since he's not tired. Abi? That is how to know somebody who is truthful to himself. They are tired. Are you not more than tired? All the while you have been deceiving people that you are doing activism. What have you achieved? If you calculate all the election he has contested, he has not won up to 100,000 votes. 100,000 votes. Is that not a sign that you are tired? No, is that not a sign that you are tired? So, today. What have you achieved politically? I have told you, instead of embarrassing yourself with P2B and other people, go to Ondo State, contest for chairmanship of a local government and start from there. Let us know your political worth. Let's know what you have.
He should go back home, is what you're saying.
You say?
He should go back home, is what you're saying.
Exactly. Let them recognize him from his Ondo State. He has done this in several years. You are still making noise, insulting other people right, left, and center. Meanwhile, you have not achieved one single thing that will give you political value. So why are you always making noise? Insulting your seniors. They are tired. You that is active, why are now? Take up the gauntlet. Let's see how you can go. How far you can go.
Let's look at what he said. You know, he said if you look at the people in this coalition, there are people who are tired. Apart from the fact that they are complicit in putting Nigeria where it is today, they are destiny rustlers, just as you talked about cattle rustlers. Now, he now went further to say, he said, I am not part of the opposition coalition. I've said it time without number. The coalition, what Nigeria needs is, the coalition of Nigeria needs is the one formed by the oppressed. I want to ask you, Barrister, what do you think Shore actually wants?
We don't even know. Even Shore doesn't know what he wants.
Oh, you think so?
Shore doesn't know what he wants. Please, why can't he galvanize these poor and form a formidable force with them? Instead of talking, wherever the reporters will go there, make noise, just to be relevant. What has he achieved? What has he achieved? So instead of making all this noise, why not do something? Go and get the oppressed, since you know them more than every other person. Go and make use of them, bring them on board. Every time you don't say something just to be relevant, and you people will be quoting him in the papers. What has he achieved politically? He has not been a councillor in a state, councillor in a local government. Except to be talking from right, left, and center with no particular value added to it. Something happened the other day. Instead of him to look at the issues as it is, he is now telling us that P2B pulled down a building in Onitsha some time ago, without looking at the laws that gave him that power. Can you imagine? He don't want to make laws unnecessarily.
And now, still talking the coalition, there is currently a cloud of confusion over the future of the coalition being championed by Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, Rufai, and of course Rotimi Amechi in the adoption of the opposition coalition. These are PDP members, strong-rooted PDP founders. I mean, PDP members, very strong on that. And all of them are not talking about PDP anymore. They're talking about ADA. And that's why there is this, confusion, as I'll call it. Because before you hear Atiku not talking about PDP, but talking about ADA, then there is something really happening. Barrister, what is going on?
We all know what happened. They made the PDP ungovernable with Wike. And this is just to distract them and delay them. So since they have gotten, they now know where the direction of Wike and the paymasters are going. Why waste time? The best thing is to leave PDP for Wike and his fellow travelers. Is that not true? I didn't see anything wrong in that. After all, Tinubu left ACN and Buhari left the CPC, and they came together somewhere and formed APC. Is that not true? So what is wrong in PDP deciding to form a coalition with other people? No, what is wrong? APC came into office through a coalition. So what is wrong if another party now form a coalition against them? I mean, I don't see anything wrong in that. More so, when Wike is being backed up to destabilize PDP, everybody saw what went down. Everybody see what is going on, even up to now. And now deciding which Supreme Court judgment to obey. and implement. Are you going to put the gun on INEC chairman's head to recognize what the party is saying? So the best thing is to move on.
As regards the same ADA, and obedience, 108 other political parties, are applying right now. And INEC is saying, well, we have to review all of this. They are all under review. Some might go, some might not go. But then, this political tussle, do you think that this administration, INEC, is ready to register a new political party?
If you go by the condition, for registering a new political party, none of them will see the light of day. At least, you take a year and 6 months, going by the guidelines and conditions.
1 year, 6 months.
Yes, it's there. Go and check it. When you send your letter of intent, I think they have 30 days to look at it. Is that not true? After that, you have another 90 days to verify whatever you are going to submit or whatever. Is that not true? After that, another 6 months or so for INEC to verify all the documents you are going to supply and all that. Then after that, they will now give you a go ahead and give you time to even start the registration proper. After that, they will now look at other issues surrounding your registration. It can't be 2 days. After you have finished all these things, there's the likelihood that the INEC will come and tell you, we just saw that one party have taken that your name before. So look at it. Party have using an ADA or PRUC or whatever. What will you now do? You will now start all over again. Is that not true? No, is that not true? Already I'm hearing that. I said it yesterday also that look, INEC is going to torpedo any new registration. It will not fly. It will not fly.
It will not fly. And you're very sure it won't fly.
I said, except they want to give them some soft landing.
We have 2 years to go before 2027, Barrister.
From now, it will enter 2026 if you start your registration. Is that not true? Maybe by the time they will give you go ahead, it will be around June, July next year, if at all. Please, when will you settle down? When will you settle down and start the necessary campaign and all that? Is it easy?
So are you in a way advising them to adopt SDP or any other political party?
Even already these parties you mentioned now, they are already embroiled in a problem. No thanks to APC. They are already embroiled in a problem. So the other 18 political parties that are already on ground, they should look at it and adopt it. They are waiting to be picked. After all, it is human beings that make up a party. Any party they enter with the value they are bringing on board, that party will be known within 24 hours. And people will start deferring to it. After all, Labour Party was not until P2B came there. Is that not true? So if they move in with all the value they are bringing on board to any other smaller party, they will create a very big noise in that party, and everybody will key in. Remember, Obedient Movement said that wherever P2B goes, they are going with him. So if they are bringing such a value, the unknown party will become known within 24 hours.
All right. Still on the coalition issue, before I let you go, former governor of Benue State and, of course, chieftain of the PDP, Gabriel Suswam, has told the APC that the planned opposition coalition will be the party to beat in the 2027 election. All right? He also said that the APC should be very, very worried about the growing coalition, wanting APC to sit up and sit up well, or else this party will beat you. But then the APC will tell you, or just like Tinubu said, forget about these IDPs and all of that. They cannot do anything. They cannot do anything.
Well, I wish them well. In fact, left for me, APC should not even pay attention. You know, they say pride goes before a fall. Pride goes before a fall. That is what I will tell the APC. You know, they have been overconfident. APC forgot that the only thing they have there now is only Tinubu. APC have only Tinubu. Is there any other person apart from Tinubu in APC today? So is that what you call a party? One man dictating and telling them what to do and what not to do. Is that not a party? To make it work, they don't have a BOT, which is the highest advisory organ. So Tinubu is APC. APC is Tinubu. Is that what you call a party? This overconfident, and I'm sure they are banking on rigging election. That is what the only hope. I said that is the only hope APC have. They are planning to rig election. They are not planning to win election. They come into the quote me. Tinubu and APC are planning to rig election. They are not planning to win because they have nothing to win here. Nothing. So why would they not be boasting? Boasting on what ground? What are they boasting for? This one now that they are using people, coercing people, intimidating people to enter APC. Is that not a sign of victory? Mention any person that willingly entered APC now. Mention one person that willingly. And they give you a reason why he entered into APC. That yes, Tinubu have done well. Yes, the economy have improved. Yes, Tinubu have moved Nigeria forward from where he met it. All his policies are working. I mean, these are things that you say yes. I mean, you have something to tell the people. What will the Tinubu campaign with in 2027? It coming today. What will he campaign with? So that will tell you that they know they have failed. They are only planning to rig, nothing else.
Finally, before I let you go, I will take you to Rivers State. Because yesterday there was an uproar in the Senate, following the approval of a non-indigenous one Dr. Michael Ode as the chairman, Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, RCEC, The confirmation of Ode, who hails from Cross River, he is from Cross River State, alongside other members of the commission, followed the consideration of the report of the ad hoc committee on oversight of emergency rule in Rivers State, presented by its chairman, Senator Kweyemi Bamidele. Now, they are saying that this guy is not from the state, is not an indigenous at all. But then you are enforcing him. I mean, how would you look at this uproar in Senate? As Senate, is non-indigenous as Rivers Electoral Commission chairman.
Was it not Tinubu that appointed this people and sent the names for approval? Is that not true? So, what makes you think that the Senate will turn down a Tinubu nomination? Tell me. It's not possible. You see that River State, APC have been planning to hijack it. But I'm telling you, the River people will disappoint them.
Okay.
Maybe the election proper will come. Is that not true? River people will vote according to their conscience. It's as simple as that. If they like, let them bring Tinubu's chief of staff as the chairman of RISEC.
All right.
They will still do what they want to do. Because all their tricks are well known to people now. I'm not surprised. Because look at when they want to play prank, they will now start looking at the constitution.
Thank you.
Whether the constitution is against it or for it. But the REC, who are members of APC, that they have appointed in some states, nobody's talking about it too. Nobody. You can see plans and you can see pranks. Tinubu is playing pranks with our life, with our politics. When you have done all this, you now win. You will say, yes, it's a master strategy. Master strategy, and you are violating the electoral act. Master strategies. Because you have a weak National Assembly who cannot checkmate you.
Thank you so much, Barrister. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Barrister Darlington Agumo, for talking to us this morning on the show.
My pleasure.
Yeah. Everyone, this is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Can we talk now? Yeah, feel free to join the conversation this morning. Yeah. 0700 903 903 903. 0700 903 903 903. WhatsApp 081 717 56338. If you are reaching me from outside Nigeria, please kindly use the WhatsApp number. Okay? Yes. 081 717 56338. And please be civil. Mind what you say on the national radio. 60 seconds for everyone. 60 seconds. Thank you so much. Good morning to you. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
My name is Abakar Ali.
Good morning.
I'm calling from Ikeja.
All right.
Okay. My one is I'm looking into what Tinubu said, that he will fulfill all his promise. Well, if he did and his people support him, he can be able to at least make 20 or 35% out of what he promised. But won't be able to be done within 2 years.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Good morning.
God bless.
Yeah. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Kambiji. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Michael. I'm from Italy.
Michael, good morning to you.
Good morning. So something I have to say about what is going on in Nigeria, about the soldiers. I am very, very disappointed. We'll have a soldier. Bandits will leave their own house, come to barrack to kill soldiers. I'm very, very disappointed. There is a man I'm living in house, an Italian man. The man asked me whether Nigeria have soldiers. I say yes. He asked me whether Nigeria have police. I say yes. He said because in the parliament in Italy here they are discussing about that. So I'm very, very disappointed. All soldiers they will go to southeast, killing people, doing many things. But in the northern side they cannot do anything. They will just leaving bandits to come in the barrack to kill them. It's very, very ashamed. It's very, very ashamed. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for calling.
All right.
From Italy. Appreciate that. 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call. Hello, good morning here.
Good morning. My name is Jerowa, calling from Ago.
Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Jerowa.
All right.
Good morning, Kamijude.
Let's go. Let's go.
My only I don't like the way. Oh, let's talk.
Oh, okay. It's all right. I think I can understand, but it's fine. Okay, you can always call back if you can. Thank you so much. Let's do more calls now. Let's do more calls. Hello, good morning here. What's your name and where you calling from? Uh-oh. Sorry about that. Sorry. Please, maybe you call back, huh? Just do well to call back. Good morning to you. Hello? Oh, drop calls. What's going on? Okay. Let me go here and take this call. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Hello, good morning here. What's your name? Okay, where are you calling from? Okay. Let me read a couple of messages. Let me just read your messages now quickly. Ikemba from Mafoluko should be saying, good morning, VOP crew. The ruling political party has said that the final installment to take over PDP, so the battle line has been drawn. So judiciary, INEC and APC and the security agencies are all in one camp against the Nigerian people. 2027 election will be an election like no other. I pray Nigeria wins. What's the position of Lagos State government concerning the demolition of Obi's brother's property at Ikeja? Or do they want to say that they have not had heard of it? It seems the Lagos State government... Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your opinion. What's your name? I told you if you're sending a message, make it brief. To Mitokbe or Natoye. Nigeria may not get over the problem of insecurity as long as President Tinubu keeps placing his second-term ambition above the killings of innocent Nigerians. It is not ridiculous that the same military that has been rated the third best in West Africa is finding it difficult to fight insurgency in the country. Was it not Nigerian soldiers that has the highest number in the formation of ECOMOG troop? To me, that simply shows that everything has been politicized. One message I would like to pass to Tinubu is that it was in this same country that the former president said, "My personal ambition does not want the spilling of the blood of innocent citizens." That was the words of Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, right? It's okay. Hello, good morning. Will you move away from your radio set and then call me back? All right? Good morning to you. It's high time Nigerian government seek for international community's assistance to help us fight this war of bandits and Boko Haram as they keep killing our people, especially our military, just as it happened in Niger State, on Tuesday again, that resulted to the death of about 17 soldiers. Benjamin from Shogunle. And then, what's your name now? Terrorists tried this killing in Ghana far back. Ghana drove them away. Why can't we do the same in Nigeria? Babo is saying that. Okay, thank you. Mayor from Ikotu is saying to everyone in the studio, INEC verdict, tear PDP apart. What do you people think about INEC before? Many of us know it too well that INEC is working hand in hand with APC. Okay, INEC is working hand in hand with APC, right? Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate that. Let's see if we can talk to... Okay, let me talk to you first. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Wasil Moreno from
Welcome.
Lagos.
Welcome.
Yeah, I just want to chip in some words concerning our president. The president at the moment, I don't believe Nigeria has problem in government. There is no government in Nigeria at the moment. If you watch what happened in Bedouin some days ago, our president went to to where the killings were done. He was just applauding the security chief. Instead of him firing them, nothing happened. We were just applauding them. Thank you. We were just saying thank you. The only thing I will encourage the coalition, people that in coalition, this thing, that we should do it battle to battle in 2027.
Okay.
Nigerians are ready.
Thank you.
To support them. We are very, very much ready to support them.
Thank you.
But they should not, let their own personal interest to subvert their decision.
Thank you so much.
We are all behind them.
All right.
Let's just wait till 2027.
Appreciate you. Thank you for your message. Good morning. Please, I want to ask Chief of Defense Staff just one question. If, as the military claims, the DSS did not give any intelligence about impending attack, what happens to Army's own intelligence? Have we forgotten that Nigerian Army once had officers like Colonel Omenka in the Directorate of Military Intelligence, and they did amazing wonders? So, which kind of military do we have today? It is deeply concerning what is happening to the Nigerian Army today. I come in peace. Pascal Tumeze is the one speaking here. And then Mr. President should learn how to talk or relate to issues concerning opposition parties. PDP needs to be rebooted to see whether they can start again. Free Mazin Ambikano. That's from Mazu Gochuku. Thank you so much. What's your name now? Osi Mwaje Inshasha is saying the tax reform laws that are being signed by the president is another chastisement of the weeping masses. What the nation needs today is economic re-engineering and massive food and goods production to reduce the cost of living, or to reduce rather the cost of living. Let government sit down and rethink their approach to governance. OC, thank you so much. And then, what's your name? What are you saying? Prince Iotek. Okay. Condolences to our fallen heroes. Those serving their fatherland. Didn't Sonolu know what to do rather than telling Obi to report the matter to the police? Is he not in charge of police? It's obvious, or quite obvious rather, to a goat and a fowl that Nigeria is at war. But soon everything will come to an end. When Nigerians decide to vote out APC government out of power. It's okay. Thank you so much. Because of our time, I might not be able to take any calls. Maybe by 10:30, I'll take all of these calls, okay? Because of my time. PDP should put their house in order by sanctioning Wike, who is hell-bent on destroying the party from within, and obey the party's zoning rule. The APC-led federal government have not kept their promises since 2015. The APC has failed woefully. Their major achievement is impoverishing millions of Nigerians and use of hunger as a weapon against the people during elections. Nigerians must wake up and begin to choose the best of us to rule the rest of us to get the best from us. May God help and heal our land. Frank Onero, USA, sent that message. Good morning. Coalition must succeed to unseat Tinubu, whether they like it or not. Leo from Lagos. And then from additional Wasiu in Ikorodu, top of the morning to you in the studio. On the anti-Tinubu coalition that is going on, these are IDP politicians, because check all of them. These are serial defectors who have no political base. They are like, what do you call it? Tree that have no roots. As far as I'm concerned, you have nothing to be worried about. People like Hungry Man, Rotimi, Amici, or Rufai that they paid. Okay, let me just move on. Good morning, Judy. I'm sure that the police arrested in Benue are those that went to reiterate firm. Okay, Gideon, thank you so much, Gideon. It is a pity and appalling that the internally displaced people, IDP, are becoming a mockery that President Tinubu is now using for his political men. What a shame. Soon, street clowns will use IDP for skits. The leader leads, the people follow. Ezekiel from Ejigbo. I have to go now, everyone. I have to go. On Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, everywhere, I am IKAMIJUDEH. IKAMIJUDEH. I love you all so much, and I will be back by 10:30 a.m. My name is Jude Ikami.
The views and opinions expressed on this program solely those of the individual contributors and do not necessarily represent the official views of the Voice of the People 90.3 FM, Lagos. We do not endorse or take responsibility for any content shared by our followers, all third-party users.
My name is Ambassador Chiokafo from Empowered Consumerism. Empowered Consumerism is a business system that allows consumers to get paid through a simple contract fulfillment. In Empowered Consumerism, all you need to do is to shop once, drop your account details to get paid for the